Hey guys, welcome to part 13 of Let's Play Daxter on the PSP. In the last part we jumped into this magical portal and went to a strip mine. So now we're going to go to a lumber mill because it's a portal, it can take you anywhere. What do you want from the portal?
Alright, well, you came to the right place. There are huge bugs dropping disgusting eggs all over. We set up bug zappers, but everybody's afraid to man them. No, I do it myself. But I have carpal tunnel.
Okay, cool. I feel like that that was a conversation, but we only saw about. Oh dear, I've messed this up. Yep, I messed up. Yeah, that was a conversation that we only saw like half of, because he seemed to be in the middle of a sentence and in the middle of talking when we approached him. He went, oh, alright, then you've come to the right place. Like, we didn't, what? We didn't come up and say, we're a bug exterminator, or are there any bugs around here? It's just like, oh, you've come to the right place there. And we're meant to just kind of go along with it. So this is Lumber Mill. It's very nice. Get some lumber and all that. So, with Lumber Mill, or this level, the objective is that we gotta zap 7 bugs, which I know doesn't sound that interesting or impressive. And I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go first. Oh, it's somewhere around here.
There are still more of those.
I know there's still more of those things. I think it's on here. No. This is embarrassing. I don't know where to go initially.
There's still more of those.
I know there's still more of those things. Don't give me that. Let's just go over here. Let's do a bit of exploring. Because with this level, the weird thing about it is that this goes back to levels being open once more, which is one of the reasons why I really like this level. It's again going back to the whole progression of being open. See, there we go. That's where we were meant to go. Because we have to get across this gap. Looks like there's some precursor. Can we get up there? That was weird. It looks like we can get up here, but Daxter seems to... There we go. Oh no, I've missed them all. Oh no, missed them all once more. I've drowned. I've drowned! Daxter took his time drowning. So yes, as I was trying to say, the whole point of this level is that we have to explore this open area and find these bug sappers, and then you just got to stand on them. That's it. The guys all like, oh, we need someone to man the cannons, but all you need is a rock. You don't need someone to man the cannons, you just need someone to go up to them and put a rock on them. Not even a rock, just any sort of heavy object. If Daxter, who's an Otzel, can weigh them down, then I think there's a numerous number of other things that could weigh them down. Or how about this? Don't design them with a dumb on, like a switch like that. These are all just solutions, and I'm saying, people. Solutions to problems that we don't need to have. So yes, we gotta kind of explore, and you can take like any route you want with this level. Like I was saying before, some levels kind of appear to be open, like Strip Mine 2. You technically could take any route you wanted, but you were actually kind of pretty restricted. With this one, it's definitely not the case. You know, you can see it's quite a large open area. So the way I'm taking is just whatever way, you know, I kind of went round and left or whatever. I don't know. So all you got to do is hit those 7 switches. And another thing about this level is that it can be as long as short as you want it to be. So if you want to, you can spend forever in this level just kind of exploring. Just kind of exploring, trying to find everything, finding out, you know, trying to get 100% and all that. Or you can do what I'm doing here, which is just going for... Am I going to make it? Cool. Which is just going for the sappers, because we have 70 precursor orbs to find. We only have 30 metal bugs because the whole point of this level is to step on those switches, so there's not actually that many enemies to find. So if you just go for the main objective, you should actually find all the enemies in this level and get all the bug gems, which is pretty nice. So yeah, so you don't have to worry about that, but if you want, like, you can see there's just a whole thing over there. And if you want, you can go and grab that cage and avoid all those lurker fish. Or you can just do this. You can just hit the switch and then run away like a coward. So I'm doing this level pretty quick because I know I'm not going to get 100%. I just know that information. So there's kind of no point in me trying to get 100%. Like I said, this level you can spend forever in trying to get 100%, seeing everything. And the first time you play it, you know, or the first time I played it at least, I did spend a stupid amount of time in this level, just searching, looking around, because there is so much to it. But really, once you know the layout, it's pretty basic stuff in terms of finding all these bugs. So you shouldn't actually even get lost, which is quite nice. Because it's quite hard to actually miss them, because the game kind of... It doesn't logically take you to... Oh yeah, we can't go that way. It doesn't logically lead you to the location of all the bug sappers, but... Cool. But you're going to find them. You know, all you have to do is kind of look around. And another thing I really like about this level, I like the look of it. I really like this autumn sort of feel. I mean, I love snow in games, but this level is just, it's really bright and colourful. I never knew I would care about autumn. That shouldn't have been an instant kill. I feel like that's a little harsh, but okay, whatever. Yeah, who knew that autumn could be an awesome season in a month? In a month? In a video game. Because summer's a bit dull. Come on guys, let's all be honest. Summer's a little dull. It's just sunny and nice, which in a video game isn't really that interesting. Oh, I'm not even going to go for that precursor orb. I don't need it in my life. Yeah, summer's just like, oh, some people wearing shades. Cool. Summer in real life is awesome because you actually get to feel the heat and go outside and do stuff. Don't know why I explain why summer's good. I feel like we're all human beings here, right? We all know why summer's great. I mean, I love the summer. I burn easily, but the older I get, I just can't handle the cold anymore. So I just love not being cold. So it's not a case of loving summer, it's a case of hating winter. And if it's summer, then I'm not cold. So I can just have windows open and just go outside and do stuff. Anyway, the point is, in these video games, summer's boring. Spring, also a bit dull. But autumn and winter are just awesome. Because I think in terms of like colour and everything, you can do some cool stuff. Like with snow effects, you can do a lot of stuff there. And you can really like capture that. Because that feel of Christmas and winter, I think fits really well with a video game. Especially with the way that people play them and think of video games. So, but, you know, in this level it's autumn. And it's really cool. The level that comes to mind when I talk about seasons is, you know, Click Clock Wood from Banjo-Kazooie. Of course that's the way you gotta go. Because that level's just awesome. And also here's something slightly new. Those enemies actually try to ambush us. Which is, you know, not that interesting. It's a video game. You would expect enemies to try and kill you. But I think that's the first time that's happened. I think it's the first time in the whole game where an enemy just jumps down like that. Usually, or what we've seen so far, it's just that enemies are just hanging out. Like these crazy guys. They're all dead now. But before I, you know, butchered them, they were just hanging out. And these guys just hanging out. But those ones were just waiting around and then boom, try and kill you. Again, like, it's not that interesting, but it's weird that that's how it is. That's the first time we've seen it in the whole game. Because we're kind of approaching the end of the game as well. The game isn't that long, but it's not that short, but we're in like the final third, I would say. We either just entered the final third or we've been in it for a couple of levels. So that doesn't mean it's going to end soon, but it's going to end soon-ish. Yeah, so we got this open area here as well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, seasons. I don't know, it's just, with this game, having all these bright colours like this, it's just awesome. It just fits the whole colourful platformer really well. And this level, they just did a good job with the design as well. I am being surrounded here. Sure hope these bugs get killed soon. I believe in this area there's actually 2 bugs to be murdered. Come on, go into the sapper. There we go. Hold on, I've got to kill these guys first before I can actually properly look around. Yes, because one of these zappers, there's actually 2 enemies to kill. Come on, you're not getting away. Because the enemies, the flying bug. Oh no, cool. The sapper wasn't on. I don't know why that bug died. That's weird. But yeah, the ones that they drop don't have bug gems, so And with this level, or this area, I find it really confusing because you can see there's like a whole upper path. Again, very Banjo-Kazooie-ish. Banjo-Kazooie was all about having like higher paths that you could see but you couldn't really reach. Or at least that's how I remember them. Maybe there's probably other games that are better examples of that. Like Jak and Daxter was like that as well. In some parts. You could see paths but you had to figure out how to get to them. And then this game kind of does it as well, and this is like the prime example. But the problem with this is that I don't know how to properly get up to this higher path. And the only reason why I bring it up is because it's arguably a flaw. Not a major flaw, but look at that. Daxter has the ability to grab onto platforms, but he just flat out didn't then. He just flat out didn't get that done. So I think the way I found of doing it is that you hover over here onto this, and then you hover up, and then he'll grab onto it, which is the only way I found of actually getting to this higher place. But then I now have no like flame. There we go, I've just got none of it, so I'm not going to bother grabbing all that other stuff. But I don't know if that's the proper way of doing it. I don't know if that's me doing it correctly, because that doesn't really seem like a platformer or a platform. That little saw in the tree, because there's a lot of times in this game where there's like stuff that we've seen like the saws, but they weren't platforms. I try to grab on them and the game just pushes you off. So yeah, I don't really like that area that much. It doesn't really matter because as you've just seen, I just walked away from it, but that's one of those that I can't really figure out. But yeah, with this level, like I said, this level's kind of short. Like we've already done 6 and here's the 7th one. That's the whole level. There's definitely stuff that we've missed because, like I said, this level's quite big, but you can get it done quite easily. I just gotta... Ow! Just gotta not get killed by these guys and take out this bug. But when I saw these bug zappers as well, it really brought me back to A Bug's Life, which is weird because A Bug's Life was like my favourite film when I was younger. I used to love A Bug's Life, it was so good. I loved all the bugs because I loved bugs. And obviously Pixar films are fantastic, so I was really into A Bug's Life. So it was really weird to have a flashback to that film because... Oh, bloody hell. So many enemies. Because there's a lot of films that I watched when I was younger. Some of the things I return to, some of the things I haven't. Obviously stuff that's specifically kids shows I haven't returned to. I'm trying to think of like Thomas the Tank Engine. I used to love that show, but obviously that's specifically a kids show. Maybe I should rewatch that one. It's got Ringo Starr for goodness sake, and his voice is awesome. Maybe I should watch it again. But then I think A Bug's Life for me is on the edge of... Oh, and by the way, before I keep going, or keep going with my point or whatever, ramblings, the reason why it reminds me of A Bug's Life is because there's a joke in A Bug's Life where it's all the guys... Yeah, there's like a bug when he goes to the big city and they turn on the bug light and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful, and then it's like, no, don't stare into the light, and then he gets fried. But something...
We did it. I can open the mill again. You can leave using the log chute.
Yeah, that's the odd thing about the structure of this level as well. We can't go back the way we came. Like that very beginning area, if you try and return to it, which is what you would logically do, because this is an open area and all other levels that's what you do, you try and return to it, you can't do it. So instead what you have to do is come up to here, and then he'll open up this big door, and then this is a shortcut to the opening area, which is really weird. Like, it's trying to mix in the structure of the more linear levels where it has like something like this log chute, which again looks awesome, by the way. Like, really cool mechanical log chute. Best log chute in a game. I'm going to claim it right here, right now. Yeah, but then like with the linear levels, it cleverly will lead you back with shortcuts like this. But then in the open levels, you just kind of, it takes you all the way back round by following the logical path. But this kind of, it's open, but this isn't part of the logical path. You just kind of have to stumble across it. And in the cutscene, he doesn't say, oh, by the way, there's a log chute there, laddie, once you've done your job. Like, if he mentioned that, that would have been really helpful, but it doesn't matter too much. I mean, this is a level that you have to explore a lot anyway, or naturally will, so I won't complain. And, oh, no, come on. Cool. Done. I knew I wouldn't die. Alright, let's finish. Where is he? Where's the guy? I guess he just left. Cool. Well, we'll just leave as well. So that's not it for this part. For people who actually really like this game and know it well, will know that I miss something. And I did that on purpose due to LP structure. How much time do we have here? Let's have a quick look. There we go. I did that on purpose because I knew, basically, if you remember in this strip mine, the guy was all like, you gotta destroy the egg so we can lure out the queen. Well, it turns out, again, another like odd design choice that can be confusing. Once you destroy all the eggs, this door opens up. And then we got this elevator here, and this will take us to the Hive Queen. The game doesn't tell you that. The game doesn't really specifically say, oh, now that you've done this, you can go to the Hive Queen. Once we pause the game, you can see there's no like objective, and nobody tells you to go through this door. You kind of just have to know it. Maybe there is something that tells you to go through here, but I just find these two levels a little, or this bit a little odd. Because if you try and leave this place, the objective marker in the world map will just say go back to here, but it won't tell you to go to Strip Mine, it will just say go to this location.
Holy cow, Daxter! The readings are off the chart! Watch yourself!
What chart? I don't know what chart he's talking about. But yeah, this can be a little confusing. Like, so if you're stuck on this part, this is why. You got to go defeat this Hive Queen, but it doesn't tell you that this is here. So straight away, this is awesome, this setup. This is something right out of Metroid Prime, where you kind of enter an area, but the boss isn't there right away. Which is something I thought was awesome in the Metroid Prime games. I guess in the older Metroid games as well. I don't really know the older or the 2D ones as well. I think they did this too, where you enter an area and the boss just hasn't been, like you have to do stuff to activate the boss. I think that's like a really awesome idea. And it's quite cool because both these bosses are bugs. And also, this is disgusting by the way. You can't just poop out enemies, that's gross. Yeah, these are both like, in Metroid you're fighting large bugs like this, like the Hive Queen, and in this game you're doing it, and they both do this similar thing of you have to activate the boss, which I think is really interesting. I mean, I guess there must be something about bug enemies where it makes sense to make the player activate the bug. Like, it's cool to have the player, or have the bug sleeping, so the player comes and activate it, which it is. So this is, yeah, this is Hive Queen 2, which, again, another similarity to Metroid. I should have got out of the way. Really should have got out of the way, though. Another similarity to Metroid that we got all this, like, dark eco around. This could be something out of Metroid. It looks straight out of Metroid Prime 1. Which, again, I've already said is awesome. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And he's shooting like a big laser beam. It's just a Hive Queen. Kind of adorable in a way. But yeah, this is Hive Queen 2. This boss, I think this boss is actually much easier than Hive Queen 1. Apart from that stamping attack. Because you have more health. And then you have this like grenade launcher thing as well. And also, there are different phases. But they're all quite simple. There's not that much to them. Oh god, oh god. Why did I keep saying this boss was simple? I'm going to get killed. I'm taking way too much damage way too early on. But all you got to do is hit the Hive Queen at the right moments with your grenade launcher, and then you just hit it in the arse when the opportunity presents itself. Like, so it's a simpler boss. Then, oh dear, I'm going to die. I'm actually going to die. That's not good, because if I take another hit, I'm dead. Oh dear. Okay, we're almost done. Come on. One more hit, one more hit. No, no, no. Oh, come on. I think I'm going to die. I legitimately think I'm going to die. Oh, I need some of this. I need some of this. Okay, back off. Oh, God. Okay, cool. No, maybe I won't die. There we go. Nice. So there we go. You're gross. But yeah, just like a simpler boss fight, but a cooler one, just because of the setup and the look of the arena and the look of everything. Like, that's what makes it work.
Hey! I'm back in business. No more queen bug. You can go now.
Thanks. Or you can go to hell. Meow. Prick.
Yo, little fuzzy dude, you ready to rock over to Emerald Isle one more time? I got the zoomer fully warmed up, bro.
Yeah, so now that we've finished off these levels here, we have to go and hang out with Simon again over at Emerald Hills. Emerald Hill? That's the Sonic games, not the Daxters. So anyway, I've been Awesome23. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And a bug just flew in my face. That's really weird. I'm playing Daxter, killing bugs, and I guess this bug didn't like it. He flew away. Yes, Awesome23. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.